bust this. John Lynch is taking a lot of heat. Niners taking a lot of heat. Look, they came into the game against Chicago with 4-game losing streak, and the day before, Javon Kinlaw goes on IR for the year, and it's people are looking at their draft like, man, this is looking bleak. And then the Niners win. And in that win, 3 draft picks in particular look terrific. Elijah Mitchell, Debo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk all contribute to a much-needed victory. Really, it was a must-win game. Must-win game.
Must-win game.
This is a little bit of redemption for John Lynch, isn't it?
15%.
Okay.
Yeah,
hey, he could use that 15%.
He can use any percentage. One player equals 5% each. I think there's a lot more to go, but I think it gets him. It saves him keeps him out of that conversation a little bit longer. And again, it goes back to why they needed to play Ayuk, why they needed to prove that the picks that they're going out for are actually having a contribution. But you've still got guys like Aaron Banks. Let's talk about Mr. Banks. There's no money in Banks, right? I mean, there's nothing. So until some of these
zero
other guys,
money in the bank there.
Yep. So I mean, you still have a lot of whiffs. Sermon, him, Banks. I mean, you still got a lot of guys. Kinlaw. You still got a lot of guys over the last couple of years that are still weighing it down and truly are looking like true busts. If Kinlaw never sees this, never sees the light of day after that injury, man. And you know what?
You traded Buckner for nothing. Not even like a Mike McGlinchey. Oh, you kind of disappointed us. Pick like nothing.
I'm not a doctor. I've got a cousin who's a doctor, and he he tells me all the time, like he's like, hey, this knee scope that they're doing, it's great, but when you do that, you're removing stuff out. You're removing cartilage. You're cleaning things up. That doesn't help arthritis. I mean, arthritis ain't helping because suddenly you've removed stuff, right? Yeah. So I mean, it's not an injury that suddenly you're going to be up and at them the next day. It's not an ACL. Let's put it that way, where you can take a donor tissue, donor muscle, and then a ligament and put it in, and you're like, okay, I'm good to go. So I think Kinlaw, again, this is going to be unfortunately his story, where he's going to have these problems. Either he figures out a way to overcome them, or otherwise he's on this again, half in the season, half out the season.
And there may not be it may not be a question of an issue of him figuring it out. This may have been an issue of the Niners should have figured out before the draft that this isn't an issue that's going to get. To me, it's a lot like Todd Gurley. Yeah, Todd Gurley had a degenerative knee. Everyone knew it. He had a few great years. Kinlaw, I mean, I think the Niners felt maybe we can just get a few great years out of Javon Kinlaw the way the Rams got from Gurley. No.
I like salvage cars.
30 pounds. It's a lot of G-forces on that knee.
I like salvage cars. I like those Parag
trading
dollar tree. I know. This is the thing. So he's maybe, hopefully he's got something left. I'm not counting on it.
Yeah. But at least they got Mitchell. I mean, Mitchell's a big time. In the Bobby Turner Shanahan line of big time running backs that you didn't know about. And really, I said this with Vish yesterday, but I'm not certain that either Shanahan was ever a genius. I mean, I don't know. But they can get it when they find a running back that they can work with, and they seem to find him. They're very dangerous. Very dangerous. And I feel like the reason that Kyle's been struggling the last 2 years is because Mostert's been gone. Yeah. And Mostert was the least appreciated member of that 2019 team. He pretty much brought him to the Super Bowl, and everyone was like, it was Kyle, it was Jimmy, it was freaking Mostert. If they didn't have Mostert and Tevin Coleman was their guy, they wouldn't have made it to the Super Bowl. So now they finally have a guy who can replace what Mostert has created in his absence.
What they need to do is find the Robin. Every season they've had a Batman. When Breida was there, he was the Robin. He gave them a good 1-2 punch. They need to find that Robin for that run game to truly kind of hit on all cylinders.